So this is a 4:15 Vinyasa flow. If you haven't been to my class before, welcome. I do this class and then I do Fridays at 4:15 and Sundays at 9 a.m. And those classes have much different music. Play a lot of upbeat and fun and hip-hoppy, and so if that's not your thing, that's okay. But today I play gentle music and more yoga-esque music. But yeah, so let's just start seated today and just take a moment to just get here. And if you feel comfortable closing your eyes, then you can do so. And placing your hands wherever you feel comfortable. Just taking your crown of your head up toward the ceiling. And just take a deep breath in through your nose. And exhale, full body exhale, let everything go. And just take a moment to feel the floor beneath you. And feel your contact of your body with the floor. And see if you can notice any areas where you're holding on to tension or stress. And if you do, then try to send some ease and calmness to those areas. The type of breath we do in yoga is Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose and exhaling through the nose, and creating that deep whisper sound with that slight constriction right at the base of your throat. And today, if you need some sort of a mantra, on your inhale, you can say something like, I am, and on the exhale, going to be okay, or whatever mantra that you choose for yourself. All right, go ahead and stay in the seated position. And if you're not in the seated position, if you want to make your way up to the seated position, we're just going to take our chin, bring it down to our chest, and just kind of scrape like you're scraping your chest with your chin from side to side. Keep your eyes closed here or open them. So up to the right, and then back up to the left. And a couple times. And then back to center, and go ahead and pick that head up. And then taking both arms straight out to your sides. We're going to bring that right elbow over the left and just sit up nice and tall, like you're giving yourself a hug here. And then we're going to stretch those arms back out. And now we're going to stack that left elbow on top of the right. Just good stretch through that spine. All right, and bring those arms back down to your sides. We're going to take that right ear to our right shoulder and softening that left shoulder. And let's reverse it, stack that head right on your spine, and then left ear to left shoulder. Good. And bring that head back up. I'm going to adjust my camera just a little bit here. Okay, now we're going to take that, I'm going to take whatever opposite. I don't want to confuse you because I'm mirroring you here. So this is going to be actually, yeah, your right hand on top of your left, and then just reaching back, sitting up nice and tall. You can reach back with your right or your left. Just start with one, and then we'll work back to the other. And bringing this hand back around, this hand over here, this one over, and reaching back. A really good spine stretch. And coming back forward. And now we're going to make our way down to child's pose. So however you want to get there, bringing those toes together, knees wide, forehead down to your mat. Stretching those arms out, spreading those hands out. Hi, Lynette. Good to see you. Just feeling that floor beneath you and your gravity pushing down into that floor. Good. Now go ahead, press up to hands and knees. We're going to tuck our toes under and make our way to downward facing dog. Taking any movements that feel comfortable to you, maybe pedaling out those legs. And my words are just suggestions, so as we practice today, if something starts to ache, you can be at play with the move or the distance between your hands and your feet. Spreading those fingers out, spreading those toes out, maybe lifting those toes up, setting them back down on the mat. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale. Take your eyes forward and tiptoe those feet to your hands. Ragdoll forward fold. Maybe taking that chest down to those legs, and rock back and forth if you want. Let that crown of your head come down toward the floor. And keep your eyes open, or they can be closed here. Good. Release your hands to the mat. And let's roll up. Extended mountain pose. I'm going to adjust my camera here. Extended mountain pose. Reach up. Look up. Open that belly up. Pulling the hands down to heart center. Setting an intention for your practice today. Maybe your week, maybe for the whole month of May. Just put yourself in a place of gratitude. And let's go ahead and begin with some sun salutations. All right, here we go. Reach up, look up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Really pulling those shoulders back. If your hands can be on your shins, on your ankles. And then we're gonna step back, hands to mat, to a high plank. If you need to be on your knees here, do whatever works for your body. We're gonna just stay here for a moment, pressing those heels to the back of the room, pulling that belly button in and up, softening between those shoulder blades and looking straight down at that mat. Good. Now we're gonna lower all the way down. I'm gonna adjust my camera a little bit. Keep adjusting here. Okay, there we go. Then pulling those shoulders up, low cobra. Active leg. Good. Go ahead, come back down to the mat. And then you can either go up on your hands and knees or press back up to high plank. Very good. And then back to downward facing dog. We'll take a couple of breaths here. It's like you're pressing the floor away from you with your hands. You can even pick those fingers up. Even get your heels a little closer to the floor. Looking back between your feet, your drishti, your gaze, back between those feet. Inhale. Exhale, full body exhale. Eyes forward and walk those feet to your hands. Halfway lift and bow. All right, we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Here we go. Root down, rise up, extended mountain pose. Reach up, look up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back, high plank. This time you can bend your elbows, keep them close to your body, and go all the way down, or go to a low plank. Then reverse it. Upward facing dog or cobra or low cobra. Press back, downward facing dog. Just gonna take a couple of breaths here. I have some noisy birds around me. Inhale. Exhale, eyes forward. Step, hop, or float. The feet to your hands. Halfway lift. And bow. All right, here we go. Root down, rise up. Extended mountain pose. Reach up, look up. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Good job. Inhale, halfway lift. Chaturanga. High to low plank. Good job. Upward facing dog, beautiful. To downward facing dog. All right, take a couple breaths here. Press that floor away. Take your hips up to the sky. Looking good, everyone. Inhale. Exhale, eyes forward. Get those feet to your hands. Good job. Halfway lift and bow. All right, we're gonna change it up here. Bend your knees, reach those hands up by your ears. Utkatasana. That's a fancy word for chair pose. We got it. Okay, look down, see if you can see your toes. And if you can't, I want you to sit back a little bit more. Weight can be more, a little more in your heels. You can spin those pinkies in a little. Very good. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, really opening that heart space. Step back, high to low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Okay, we're gonna take both of those feet to the center of our mat. Take that right foot up to the sky. We're gonna control it, pull it through. Set it next to that right thumb. Spin that back foot flat. Rise up, warrior one. Good job. Not more than 90 degrees in that front leg. And it's like you have lights on the front of your hips. You're shining them toward that front of the room. Now shine the light. You can even put your hands together and reach back a bit. Very nice. All right, hands to mat, high to low plank. Up dog. Pin those shoulders to your back, pause. Downward facing dog. Good, take a breath here. Exhale, take both feet to the center of that mat. Take that left foot up to the sky. Pull it through, set it next to that left thumb. Rise up, warrior one. You might need to pull that left femur back a little bit and that right hip forward, and then knit those front ribs together. And if it doesn't feel like work, you might not be doing it right. We got it. Good job. All right, hands to mat, high to low plank. Up dog. And down dog. Nothing good comes easy. All right, we're gonna press that floor away. Open those eyes up if they're closed. Look back between your feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, take your eyes forward. Bring those feet to your hands. Halfway lift and bow. All right, here we go. Bend those knees, sit back. Chair pose. Maybe sit down 2 inches lower. Good job. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, pinning those shoulders to your back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Hips to the sky. Spinning your inner ankles back. Outer ankles down. Outer shins in and hugging skin to muscle to bone. All right. You can bring both feet to the center of the mat if you want to. Right foot up to the sky. Bring it through, set it down, warrior one, rise up. And it's like you're trying to wrinkle the mat in between your feet. Good. Really digging that back pinky toe into your mat. Good job, warriors, today on this beautiful Wednesday. All right, hands to mat, high to low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Take a breath here. Exhale, open those eyes up. Take that left foot up to the sky. Pull it through, set it next to that left thumb. Reach up, warrior one. Set your foundation and rise up. See if you need to make an adjustment. See if you need to pull that left femur back. I'm holding you guys a little bit today. You can do it though, you got it. All right, hands to mat, high to low plank. Up dog. Down dog. Open those eyes. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, eyes forward. Step, hop, or float to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, pinning the shoulders to your back. Nice flat back here. And bow. All right, we're gonna do it one more time. Bend your knees. Utkatasana. I really like to say that. Bow, forward fold. Inhale, pin those shoulders to your back. Chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Okay, we're gonna change it up a little bit here. We're gonna go into the rock star pose. So here's what we're doing. We're gonna take that right foot up to the sky. We're gonna control it. We're gonna pull it through to our left elbow. Shoot that foot through and open up for rock stars. We're rock stars today. And if you can, bring your hips up a little higher. Good job. How are we doing? Nice. If you need to modify, please modify. All right, we're gonna bring that foot back through high plank. Set that left hand down center of your mat. We're gonna open up for side plank. Stacking your feet, maybe lifting up that right leg. Or maybe dropping that left knee. Good, returning to high plank. Good job. Low plank. Up dog. Down dog, very good. Take a deep breath here. Exhale, take that left foot to the sky, setting up for rock star. Pull that left knee to that right elbow. Shoot that leg straight, open up, rock star. Reaching up with your hand. Hips up a little higher. Good. Bringing the hands back to the mat. Taking that right hand to the center of your mat. Open up for side plank. Looking good, everyone. Get those hips up maybe a little higher, or you can drop that knee. We're working, we're working. Good. All right, returning the hands to the mat. High plank, low plank, up dog, and down dog. Okay, see how much closer you can lift your heels to that mat now. This is a spot where you can rest, kind of an active recovery spot here. All right, take a deep breath in. Exhale, take that right foot up to the sky. We're gonna pull that right foot through, set it next to the right thumb, crescent lunge. So staying high on the ball of that left foot. I'm gonna mirror you, so I'm switching here. So you're up high on the ball of that left foot. You're shining your hamstring up toward the sky. You've got your ribs pulled in. Giving you a lot of instruction here. Okay, holding the hands through heart center. We're gonna take a crescent lunge twist, taking that left elbow outside that left knee, stacking your lungs on top of one another, pressing into your palms, maybe opening those arms up. All right, we're gonna get tricky now. Now we're gonna take that left arm, bring it up, around, land in warrior two. Pulling those shoulders into your back. And my hips are gonna face this way when I'm in warrior two. Very good. Now taking that right forearm to that right thigh, reaching up, extended side angle. And as you inhale, there's sort of a contraction. And as you exhale, possibility. See if there's room to open up a bit more. Maybe reach a little further. The moment you want out of a pose is where it begins. So don't cheat yourself. All right, hands to mat, high to low plank. Up dog. Down dog. All right, now we're gonna do it on the opposite side. Take that left foot up to the sky. Pull it through, set it next to that left thumb for crescent lunge. Rise up high on the ball of that right foot. Bringing those Arms up by your ears. Now we're going to pull the hands through heart center. And if you're on a tightrope, you can widen your base out. Taking that right elbow outside that right knee. If you feel like you're going to fall over, widen your base. Get more stable. You can press your hands into one another, or you can open those arms up. You can even drop that right hand down. Maybe take a half bind. Very good. Okay, now we're going to swing that right arm up, around, land. Warrior two. Good. And if there's a tug of war between your hands, the backhand wins a little bit. Very good. Okay, taking that left forearm to that left thigh, extended side angle. Maybe reaching back, maybe reaching toward that front wall. And your drishti, your gaze, it's not really focused on any one spot, just a soft focus, like you're looking through something. All right, very good. Hands to mat. High to low plank. You guys are awesome. Good job. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. All right. Lift your fingers up. Press those palms into the floor. Press your hips up to the sky. Shake out your neck. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, eyes forward. Get your feet to your hands. Halfway lift and bow. All right, your favorite pose. Here we go. Bend your knees, reach up. Chair pose. Good job. Raise your hand if you like the chair pose. I do. Okay, bring in your hands through heart center. I'm gonna take a twist, prayer twist to the right. Check in with your knees. If they are not in alignment with each other, try to put them back there. Maybe opening those arms up. Very good. And forward fold. Heel to those feet apart. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Pull that crown of your head toward the floor. Hips up to the sky. Halfway lift. Good job. And bow. All right, bring those feet, heel toe them back together. Reach your arms up. Chair pose. Pulling your hands through heart center. We're going to take a prayer twist to the left. See if your knees floated. Maybe open those arms. And forward fold. Heel toe those feet apart for gorilla. Palms to toes. Nice. Halfway lift and bow. Okay, we're gonna heel toe those feet apart. We're gonna bend down for a malasana squat. So taking your elbows inside those knees, hands to heart center. You can drop the child's pose at any time that you want. Very good. If you would rather do crow pose here, you can do that. If you'd rather drink some water here, you can do that. Good. Okay. Now go ahead. Bring those feet back together. Halfway lift. And bow. Root down. Rise up. Extended mountain pose. Okay, let's do some balancing here. Let's take that right arm under our left arm. Take that right leg over our left for eagle. Bending down into that left knee. And it's more like you're leaning against a wall behind you. So try to keep a flat back. Very good. Really pulling into that center line. If you fall out of it, just begin again. Just try easy. Good. All right. Reach up, look up. Taking that left arm under, left leg over for eagle. And you have a little obstacle in front of you, but it doesn't bother you. Just look around it. Keep your drishti on that soft point out in front of you. Bend into that right knee. Pulling that belly button in and up. And it's like you have one leg. Good. Okay. We get to do it again. Eagle pose. Right arm under. Right leg over. Just noticing your breath. If you fall out of it, there's nothing wrong with you. Just begin again. All right, switch it up. Reach up. Left arm under. Left leg over. Okay. Reaching up. I'm going to get a sip of water. It's warm outside here. Okay, dancer pose. I'm going to turn around. Easier for me to show you this way. Left arm up, right hand back. Grab that foot or ankle. And if you get really stable and set your foundation, then you can kick. Reaching up. If you need a wall, grab a wall. And coming up, maybe a few back strokes. Taking that right arm up. Bending into that left or that right knee. Grab that foot or ankle. And then kick. Good, come on down. Let's take a few back strokes. Backstroke swimming. All right, good, okay. Take your hands to your hips. We're gonna you can grab this knee or you can grab your big toe. And let's bring this foot out. Either the knee or the foot. Maybe looking out over that right hand, or left hand, I should say. I'm mirroring you. Okay, now bringing that right leg back forward. Extend that leg up and out. And swinging back for airplane. Don't look straight down at the floor. Look out ahead of you. I've got a little turbulence going on my airplane ride here, but keep trying. Pressing up through those shoulders, through the backs of those hands. If you fall out of it, just begin again. Good, come back down. Taking those hands to your hips, shaking it out. Okay, hands to hips, taking that left knee up, grab the knee or the big toe. Just extend that leg out. If you have tight hip flexors, you're gonna feel this one. I do today, especially on this side. Yeah, if you have a strap, that's great. All right, bringing that leg back forward, extending that toe out, and sweeping back. Sometimes our balance is way better on one side than the other, or sometimes it's just not there. Every day is different. Pressing up through those shoulders, through the backs of those hands. Noticing your breath here. Good, come on. Back down. Hands to hips. Let's do one more. Let's do tree pose. First thing, decide what kind of tree you're gonna be today. I'm gonna be an oak tree with branches that grab onto everybody. Okay, here we go. Taking that right foot below or above that knee. Taking your hands to heart center. And then when you get stable, see if you can grow some branches. And when you have grown your branches, if you want to see if you can look up and lean back a little, you can try that. Really pulling that belly in. Good, bringing the hands back to heart center. And let's even it out. Do it, bringing that left foot below or above that knee. Hands to heart center. Really pressing that foot into that thigh. And reaching up. Just feeling the strength in your body. Being proud that your body can even do this. Good. Okay, bringing the hands back to heart center. All right, let's start some grounding. Here we go, let's get back into it. Reach up, look up, extended mountain pose. Exhale, bow, forward fold. Inhale, pinning those shoulders to your back. Step back, high plank. Bring it down to low plank or all the way down. Upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. All right. We're not going into warrior two. We're gonna go to warrior one here. So if you're used to that, just switch it up a little. Take that right foot to the sky. Pull it through, set it next to that right thumb. Rise up, warrior one. So knitting those, actually gotta spin that back foot flat here. I was in crescent lunge. Okay, warrior one. Now we're gonna take our hands, place them at the base of our spine. If you wanna widen out your base here, widen it out because we're gonna go into humble warrior. So taking that chest down toward that right leg, you can either lean it on that right leg or you can heel toe those feet out a little bit more and bring that shoulder down and those hands up toward the sky. Humble warrior. Good. Okay, release your hands to the mat. Get set. Come back up, warrior one. And now we're gonna open up warrior two. Good. Now we're gonna reach that left hand back and exalted warrior, leaning back, little warrior flow here. And we're gonna come back, reach back up, warrior one. Good, hands to mat, high to low plank. And do it on the other side. Up dog. Pin those shoulders to your back. Down dog. Take a moment to rest here. Inhale. Exhale, taking that left foot to the sky. Pull it through. Set it next to that left thumb. Spin that back foot flat, warrior one. Okay, if you need to heel toe those feet out a little, taking your hands, clasping them behind you, bringing that chest down. Humble warrior. And let that crown of your head drop down. Okay, releasing those hands to the mat. And we're gonna come up, open up, warrior two. Now reaching back with that right hand, reaching up with that left hand, exalted warrior. All right, now reaching back up, spinning, coming up, warrior one. Feeling the strength in your body like a warrior. Good job, hands to mat, high to low plank. I'm working here, hope you are. Up dog. Down dog. All right. See how much closer those heels can get now that you're all limber and warmed up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, look forward. You're gonna push with your toes. Get yourself up to a high plank and come all the way down to the mat. I'm gonna adjust my screen so. Good. Okay, come all the way down. Rest your cheek to one side. You earned a moment here. Feel that heart beating. I know you're alive when you feel that. Feels good. Okay, back at it. Look straight down at your mat. Take your hands to your sides, right by your waist, a little lower than your waist, right by your sides here. Looking down, ready for locust. So we're gonna pull our shoulders back, active legs, pulling those ribs up off the mat. Kicking a little. Got leaf blowers going now. And let that go. Put your cheek to the other side. Okay, you have a choice now, locust or floor bow. You're gonna do floor bow. You're gonna take your feet, bring them right by your glutes. Here we go. So, floor bow or locust. Flex your feet if you're doing floor bow, and go ahead and kick or do locust. Kick a little higher. Oh, okay, come on down. And maybe windshield wiper those legs back and forth. Good job. Okay, press yourself up to cobra or low cobra. and come up to hands and knees, and we're just gonna walk those knees all the way through to our backs. How we doing? Now look good. Okay, lay back on your back. Take your feet to hip width apart. Bring them close to your body. And we're gonna go up for bridge pose. So root down through all corners of your feet and rise up. Maybe stacking those shoulders under you, pressing up through your hips. You can even lift your toes up if you want. Hips a little higher. Don't hurt your back though. And come on back down. Okay, you've got a choice here. Locust, what am I trying to say? Bridge or doing a wheel. So bridge or wheel. You're gonna do wheel. Reverse your hands by your ears. And we're gonna stay there for 20 seconds. So here we go, bridge or wheel and go. 12. Okay, come on down. My dogs have been walking on my mat and they got a little slippery. I almost fell over. Okay, take your knees together, feet together, and let those knees fall open for Supta Baddha Konasana. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. Just take a minute to honor yourself here. And we're going to ignore the leaf blower. Hopefully you can't hear that. Good. Okay. Bringing those knees back together, pulling them in one piece towards you, grabbing the outside or the inside of your feet, pulling that sacrum down to the floor for happy baby. Everybody likes this pose. Feels good. All right, very good. Now taking both feet up to the sky and taking your hands behind your neck. I'm gonna flip around because the sun's starting to get in my eyes here. Okay. Taking that right foot down just above the mat, and we're gonna go up for an 8 count, crunches here, and we're not pulling on our neck, just cradling it. Here we go, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and we're switching it up. Take that left foot down right above the floor and go up for 8. Here we go, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, both feet up. Bend those knees. We're gonna do some yogi bicycles. So taking that right elbow to that left knee for 20 and go. 1, 2. Good. Okay. Take a moment to rest here. And we're going to rock back and forth 3 times for boat pose. So taking your hands to your knees. If you need to rest, okay. We can meet for pigeon. So here we go. We're going to do 3 and land in boat. 1, 2, 3, and land in boat. You can take it to a high boat if you want, or a low boat, or just here. Good. Okay, bring those feet down. Pull those knees up. Give those knees a little hug. Stretch your spine out. Nice. Okay, we're gonna swing those legs behind you. And you can either go to downward dog. We're getting set up for half pigeon here. So if you would rather get into half pigeon a different way or do it on your back, then you listen to your body. I'm gonna take my right foot up to the sky, pull it through, square it with the front of the mat, straighten that back leg, and just fold over for half pigeon here. And just try to notice if you're holding any tension anywhere. And if you are, try to send some softness and ease there. And try not to fight it. Good, I see modifications, so that's great. There's 2 more breaths here. I'll go ahead and rock back on that right hip and get yourself into half pigeon on the left side, however you want. So you can take that left foot up to the sky if you want, pull it through and square it with the front of your mat. Come down for half pigeon. And if you find you get emotional on these hip openers, you're not the only one. It happens to a lot of people because we hold lots of emotion in our hips. All right, one more breath here. Go ahead and rock back on that hip. We're gonna bring both legs forward, getting those hips under you, reaching up and bringing that chest towards those thighs. Try not to curve your back too much. Chest down toward those legs. If you need to bend your knees a little, don't lock your knees out. Very good. And go ahead and come up. We're gonna lay back on our backs here. And taking both legs flat, bring that right knee up to your chest. Pull it across your body. You need to get your hips under you, go ahead. Keeping that right shoulder in contact with the floor. For a supine twist. Good. Taking that right knee back to the foot, back to the mat, extending that right leg out straight, pulling that left knee up to your chest. Cross your body. The supine twist. Feels good. And bringing that left knee back up. Taking both feet to the mat, letting those knees fall open for Supta Konasana. One hand on the heart, one hand on the belly. And finally, landing in Shavasana.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all mine. Oh, do what you want, but you're never gonna break me. Sticks and stones are never gonna shake me. Oh, oh. Take me away, a secret place, a sweet escape. Take me away to better days. Take me away, a haunted place. I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love and I know that it's all mine. Oh. Wish that you could, but you ain't gonna own me. Do anything you can to control me. Oh, oh no. Take me away, a secret place, a sweet escape. Take me away to better days. Take me away, a haunted place. There's a place that I go that nobody knows where the rivers flow, and I call it home. And there's no more lies, and the darkness is light, and nobody cries. It's only butterflies. Take me away, a secret place, a sweet escape. Take me away to better days. Take me away, a haunted place. Oh, yeah, yeah. Take me away. Oh, sun is on my side. The winds are full right. I smile up to the sky. I know I'll be alright. The sun is on my side. It takes me for a ride. I smile up to the sky. I know I'll be alright.
Go ahead and let the awareness come back to your body and take any movements that feel comfortable to you. And as you feel ready, bringing your knees to your chest, roll to a comfortable side. And finally, keeping your eyes closed, make your way up to a seated position. Bringing your hands to heart center. Even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. Taking your thumbs to forehead center. Thank you all for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday. Namaste.